information about the Youth Climate Strike, which is happening this Friday on May 3rd. So, if you're going to participate in the Youth Climate Strike, it's really important that you know what you're striking for. This strike is all about climate change. What is climate change? Climate change is a change in the average temperature in an area over years. Recent studies show that the global temperatures have risen 1.6 degrees Fahrenheit. This is significant because it's the whole world and it's over years. It's not just you have a warm week or something like that. A common misconception is that climate change is a few warm days in a row. This is not true. Climate change is when the average temperature over thousands of years is suddenly increased. Climate change is not disproved when there is one cold day. Climate change is about patterns over thousands of years, not just a single week. So what causes climate change? Thermal energy enters our atmosphere, and this atmosphere is made up of various gases. Non-renewable resources often release additional gases, which make the ozone layer larger. When the thermal rays are reflected off the Earth, 200 years ago they would just exit our atmosphere. However, now, the emissions created for using non-renewable resources trap this heat inside the Earth. The increase in temperature causes polar ice caps to melt, a raise of sea level and temperature, and the deaths of thousands of animals. So this is a graph of carbon dioxide levels in our atmosphere over the last 500,000 years. As you can see, there is a slight fluctuation. However, atmospheric carbon dioxide levels have never been above that line. They are well above it now. Burning 1 gallon of gasoline used for a car releases 20 pounds of carbon dioxide into the air. So this is a really big problem, and it contributes to climate change. So, the Youth Climate Strike is an organization that wants to do something about it. This is its mission statement. We, the youth of America, are striking because decades of inaction have left us with just 11 years to change the trajectory of the worst effects of climate change, according to the October 2018 UN IPCC report. We are striking because our world leaders have yet to acknowledge, prioritize, or properly address our climate crisis. We are striking because marginalized communities across our nation, especially communities of colored, disabled communities, and low-income communities, are already disproportionately impacted by climate change. We are striking because if the social order is disrupted by our refusal to attend school, then the system is forced to face the climate crisis and enact change. With our futures at stake, we call for radical legislative action to combat climate change and its countless detrimental effects on the American people. We are striking for the Green New Deal and for a fair and just transition to a 100% renewable economy, and for ending the creation of additional fossil fuel infrastructure. Additionally, we believe the climate crisis should be declared a national emergency because we are running out of time. What you can do about it. This Friday, May 3rd, is the date of the Youth Climate Strike. Environmentalists, activists from all around the world are striking and hope to draw legislators' attention to the climate change crisis. Laws need to be passed to cut greenhouse gas emissions to 50% by 2030. This is necessary if we want to avoid the worst effects of climate change. Studies show that if we want to change the trajectory of our planet, we need to take action now. What you can do. Take action. Please join the Youth Climate Strike on this Friday, May 3rd. Activists from around the state will be coming to the Denver Capitol building at 10 a.m. Everyone is meeting on the Western Steps. Come with your family and strike for the climate. We will be meeting on the Western Steps. The goal is to bring legislators' attention to climate change and encourage them to pass laws to protect the environment. Another option is to strike here at Slavens. If you are unable to become involved in the Youth Climate Strike downtown, you can strike here on Friday. Students will be making signs. Then, after school on Friday, they will meet on the steps outside of the gym. After that, they will walk to University Boulevard and protest there as well. The goal of this part of the climate strike is to get the car drivers' attention to climate change issues, because because voters have the power to make a difference. Here are some examples for signs for the youth climate strike. Here are some different ideas. Here are also other ideas. There are plenty of different ways to make signs. The important thing is to keep it about climate change and protecting the environment. Thank you.